learn, love, grow, serve. St. Benedict School is a Catholic school that nurtures the individual, fosters intellectual curiosity, encourages spiritual and personal growth, supports loving relationships, and promotes caring service to the community.
My favorite part of being here at St. Benedict School is the education I get. I get a great education. I've been here since kindergarten, and more every single year. I just learn more, and I have my teachers and all the principals that I've had throughout being here, and my friends and my family. Going to church has also helped me, find Jesus within myself.
In the year 2008, the school celebrates its centennial anniversary as a haven for students to learn, love, grow, and serve.
One of the great things about a Catholic school curriculum is that Jesus is a part of every subject, that we have an opportunity to talk about our faith and what we believe about God in every aspect of education. It's not just about religion class, it's not just about social service projects, but it's really helping our students and our families see that Jesus is an important part of our lives.
In September 1908, St. Benedict School opened its doors to students for the first time. 31 boys and 35 girls between grades 1 through 8 enrolled that year. Students attended class in the basement and main floor of the building, and the parish held Mass in the second-floor sanctuary. The school was run by 2 sisters from the Dominican Sisters of Edmonds. The year 1924 was momentous for the school and parish. The school enrollment had rapidly increased to 250 students by 1923, pushing the limits of the building capacity and forcing the parish to add 2 portable classrooms. The teaching faculty had increased to 9 sisters. To accommodate the growing student population, a new beautiful building was erected southeast of the original building that housed the school. The students and teachers moved into the new building in December 1924. St. Benedict alumnus Joe Milanowski, 2006 distinguished graduate from the class of 1929, remembers when the new school building first opened for instruction.
Called historical, it was just a little boy looking in wonderment at everything else around it, because most of us had never ever been in a structure anywhere near as imposing as the school was. If you think about back in those days, it wasn't much.
The Great Depression brought years of financial hardship to the school, parish, and members of the community. The original wooden church and school building deteriorated and was condemned, and the celebration of Mass was moved to the auditorium of the new school building in 1933. In the midst of skyrocketing unemployment, the banks collapsing, and families losing their homes, the first day of school for the 1934-35 school year was delayed due to a polio epidemic. The 1940s, 50s, and 60s were much better. The school witnessed tremendous growth in its enrollment numbers, learning environment, and financial health. School enrollment increased to 350 students in 1945, 512 students in 1953, and a peak enrollment of 682 students in 1960. The school saw great development of programs and activities to enhance student and family life. Dorothy Schuler was a parent of 12 St. Benedict students during those years.
We had moved here into this parish in 1944 when our first eldest child was ready for the first grade. The classes were huge. They got bigger every year until they got so big they were like up to 60. And so then they started having double classes.
St. Benedict School thrived because of the selfless dedication of countless Dominican sisters. For many years, Edmonds Dominicans, now the Adrian Dominicans, taught hundreds of St. Benedict students. They easily faced 60 or more students in one class. Discipline was balanced with much love, and St. Benedict students not only learned, but grew in faith and prospered. Their students are their legacy. Harry Perper, a longtime high school teacher and the former superintendent of Catholic schools in Western Washington, shares the impact of St. Benedict School on his life.
Besides my folks, there were three other people in my life that really mentored me, inspired me, and two of them came from the St. Benedict's community. One was my 8th grade teacher, Sister Mary Helen Roscovius, a Dominican nun. She was my worst critic. She was really hard on me, but she was also good. She challenged me. And then there was the youth minister at that time in the parish, and he was, once we graduated from the 8th grade, many of us went on into the teen club. They called it the Atalbo Club at that time.
1954 brought fundamental change to St. Benedict School, namely the introduction of 4 new lay teachers to the faculty. By 1960, the school was staffed by 10 sisters and 7 lay teachers. In 1969, the school welcomed its first lay principal, Mr. Dan Adamson. In response to a need for better funding with fewer events, the first Great Wallingford Wurstfest was born in 1982 and has grown significantly every year since. Parents, students, faculty, and parishioners come together every September to provide a fun, family-friendly event for the Seattle community, including live entertainment, kids' games, arts and crafts, and lots of sausages and sauerkraut. The Wurstfest has become one of the largest fundraising events for the school. The centennial anniversary is a time to reflect on the impact a St. Benedict education has had on students, and how Catholic schools influence the greater community of Seattle and the world. Retired teacher Connie Frazier reflects on her years of teaching at St. Benedict School.
I came here in 1977 with Sister Sharon Casey as the principal. I was here for 30 years before I retired. Thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it. Most of the time was teaching 4th, 6th, and 8th grade. I especially enjoyed being able to share my faith with the children.
This is a time to celebrate our accomplishments of providing quality Catholic education to thousands of children. Father Steve reminds us of the rich history we celebrate today.
I think our past is a great past as a Catholic school, an opportunity for us to think about all of the students who have gone before us. A lot of those students are now adults and living in our parish, living in other parts of the state of Washington and throughout the world.
Most importantly, we are inspired to continue to provide quality Catholic education as we enter our 2nd centennial era. Supporters such as parent Margaret Swanson are sources of inspiration to us to continue the legacy of St. Benedict for future generations.
My children had a great education here, and I want other children to have the same thing. And it doesn't make any difference if they are Catholic, as long as they're going to the school here. If the scholarship's going to help them, that's great too. But I just want them to have the same opportunities that my children had.
St. Benedict School's centennial anniversary is a time for reflection, celebration, and inspiration. We look forward to the next 100 years as our children learn, love, grow, and serve.